in case anybody wants to see it on YouTube.
Have you heard of a poet? His name is Wilson, and he has a book of poetry called Wilson's Revenge.
No, I don't know that.
I keep seeing ads for it online, and it sounds you can buy his book, but it's too much money. It's $35 for a paperback.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, but the little things that I keep seeing, the poetry sounds really interesting. I wish he'd lower his price.
Yeah, really.
He's a Vietnam vet and a poet. Well, it says poet, Vietnam vet, and a couple of other things.
I think I've seen that person link on Instagram.
Yeah, it's a link that when I clicked on it, I went all the way down to where it said how much it was, and I went, oh, never mind. And it's not available anywhere else. I tried to get it on Amazon, and they don't have it.
Okay, well, I keep my stuff pretty low priced. No one ever buys it, but
Well, no one's going to buy Wilson's either. I'm telling you.
really. He's a poet with a big ego. Well, let me see. We should start in here. I wrote a poem the other day. I went to the museum in San Francisco and saw a Monet exhibit. And I thought, well, I should write a poem about it. Actually, I took pictures of it too. There's a Monet.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I think that's one of the famous ones. And here's one more of a building.
Yeah.
This is show and tell tonight.
Great.
Oh, now here's, I think, another one of his famous ones. The bridge, isn't that famous?
Oh, yeah.
Well, anyway, he had a little write-up there, and I copied some of it. I put it, and I stole it from my poem. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can only write poems that are numbered these days. I can't do anything else. This is number one. I'm at the Monet exhibit in the dark windowless museum. I guess they make these buildings to focus our attention. Monet's paintings, beacons of light in this lifeless building. Number two. Monet painted outside in that lovely garden of his. So much beauty, yet he also tried to paint the invisible. Number three. Monet said he wanted to capture the sensation of a fleeting moment, the instantaneity of light and atmosphere. I would like to paint, he says, the way a bird sings. Number four. Looking out at my garden, pen in hand, my words seek out what Monet tried to paint, always falling short, but the effort feeds the heart.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm not so fond of the last line, but
I like the idea of you sitting there and looking at your garden, and you have your pen in your hand, and you're ready to go. I like that.
yeah, just like Monet.
Yeah.
Apparently before Monet, they didn't do that plein air painting that much.
Well, I liked the last line.
Okay, well, maybe I'll keep it. Okay, well, I'll read a couple of my poems, and then Glenn does. But he said I read my same poems all the time.
Nothing wrong with that. Those are good poems.
Oh, maybe I'll read this. I've read this for a while. Dancing. Walking in from the highway, I spook a young deer. It smashes into a chain link fence that stands between us and freedom. Bounding away, it continues hurling itself against the fence. I'm terrified it will try to jump. At the top are 3 strands of barbed wire. I stand perfectly still until I don't see him anymore. Walking toward marshlands, I see rusted oil drums, buildings that look like guard towers. In weird ochre-colored pools, a lone curlew is chirping. Further on, I'm in the marsh itself. I sit down viewing expanses of pickleweed and cattails. A salty, sweet, rotting smell envelops me. I feel like I don't belong here. In distance, huge erector set power poles loom over the flat marsh. I think about the deer, the curlew in that water. What must the animals think of us? A slight breeze waves a grass stem. A white butterfly dances before me. When the Native Americans, defeated in battle, sought to have the animals return and the whites go away, they created a dance, a crazy, futile effort to us. My legs have gone to sleep. I get up and hop around. They wake up in pins and needles. As sometimes happens, something else wakes up too. I don't feel uneasy in this place anymore. Feel I belong to the land. I begin my own chant. Laughing, I realize I'd been, as usual, too literal. Dancing is the way, and maybe it is the only thing we really can do.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Black Jaguar. I often avoid the news. Today, I watched the unbelievable cruelty, insane justifications, heart betrayed, wounded. I go outside desperate, needing some relief, some hope. But along the same trail grooved deep in our history, I fantasize killing the bad people. I am caught in the maelstrom. Now hearing geese overhead flying south in winter, I worry for them, the hunters' guns. To protect them, I fly with them all the way to the Amazon. There, Black Jaguar walks out of the burning jungle. I'm so sorry, I say. What can we do? This dark one grabs me by the scruff of my neck like I was a cub. She drags me down into black roots. In the dark, I'm afraid. Anaconda coils around me. I meet his red, seedy eyes. Then I become a dark spirit. I am what is to be feared. I hiss in the burning night. Jaguar comes back. I cry out, shake off the illusion. At her side, I'm laughing, grateful to know I am not that dark thing. That is what you tell your people. You don't have to walk down that sorrowful path. Jaguar walks away, now joined by Anaconda, walking and slithering toward a white mountain.
Hmm. Sounds like an interesting dream.
Yeah, it was back in my shamanic days.
Psychedelic,
No,
psychedelic tape,
more shamanic
magic
days.
mushroom.
Not
Huh.
quite psychedelic.
Did you read any of the poems that I gave you last night?
I haven't had much time because of the intensive and all.
Okay. Just wondered.
Actually, I glanced at him in the last. It seems like the last few lines of all of them were kind of didn't copy very well. But anyway, I'll read it.
Just curious when you have time.
Yeah, no, you know how it's been with you, Brina.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's see. It's getting a little late. Let's read Linda's. She sent me another wonderful poem. So this is Glenda's poem. This is a poem by the lady you're hearing here.
Okay.
The one that's not Brenda.
All
Her
right.
name is Glenda. A tree's life. I walk out and say good morn to my trees. A susurrus of leaves, a whispered reply. I'm struck by the forest I've created here. Where once it was bare, now shaded with life. Each sapling planted, grown to majestic grace. Their boughs reach down in benevolent murmur. I'm pleased to think my hands brought each one about. Thousands of whirling seeds to carpet earth's floor. Clever volunteers land in the mulch. Start a new genesis. Gift us with air. Oh, that's my cats yelling at me. And the rain and I partner to nurture each one, and grow some bird condos, some squirrel domiciles, and shelter me now from the summer's glow. Shelter me too from the bully winds blow. Just as I have, so it will be, that each falling seed will produce a fine tree. And I know that my purpose has been my reward, to see that I have just one simple act. Given the world trees and homes for a new life, air to be breathed, shade to savor, with maple seeds scattered by the vagaries of wind. The world honors quietly a new generation. And when autumn comes and my trees take a nap, their leaves make a carpet of glorious hue. I whisper good night as snow blankets their boughs, and they'll stream of spring's morning when all starts anew. I love those last few lines.
Thank you.
Well, I talk to trees too, so there.
I think I was a maple tree in a past life. I'm serious. I really do believe that.
Well, that's a nice.
Mm.
A nice.
Like the image of the whirling seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick says he likes the whirling seeds image.
Got a lot of those at my house.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's some of those trees that have the whirling leaves.
The
Yeah,
maple trees. Yeah.
maple trees do that. Yeah, okay. Cool. Which I realize that's my neighbor's cat who's nasty. I'm gonna chase him away.
He was up on top of the cage.
All right. So I thought I'd read a few more spring poems from this book put out by the Metropolitan Museum of Art. This is by D.H. Lawrence, actually. Spring morning. Ah, through the open door is there an almond tree, aflame with blossom? Let's let's us fight. Let's us fight no more. Among the pink and blue of the sky and the almond flowers, a sparrow flutters. We have come through. It is really spring, see, when he thinks himself alone, how he bullies the flowers, ah, you and me. How happy we'll be, see him, he clouts the tufts of flowers in his impudence. But did you dream it would be so bitter? Never mind, it is finished, the spring is here, and we're going to be summer happy and summer kind. We have died, we have slain and been slain. We are not our old selves anymore. I feel new and eager to start again. It is gorgeous to live and forget and to feel quite new. See the bird and the flowers, he's making a rare to-do. He thinks the whole blue sky is much less than the bit of a blue egg he's got in his nest. We'll be happy, you and I and you, with nothing to fight anymore in each other, at least. See how gorgeous the world is outside the door.
Ah,
I'm not sure what he means by, I don't know. Poetry. Here's one by Robert Penn Warren. Deciduous spring. Now the world all gabbles joy like geese. For an idiot's glory, the sky bangs. Look, all leaves are new, or now, our bangles dangling and spangling in sudden air, wrangling, then hanging quiet, bright. The world comes back and again is gabbling, and yes, remarkably worse. For the world is a whirl of green mirrors gone wild with deceit, and the world whirls green on a string. Then the leaves go quiet, wink from their own shade secretly. Keep still just a moment, leaves. There's something I'm trying to remember. I remember reading that one.
yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see what else I got. Maybe I'll read some Ursula LeGuin. I like her. Lesser senses. Thinking of beauty, as sight we keep forgetting the warmth of the fire and the brightness of firelight and graceful ripples, the grace of water to thirst. Soft as air, the touch of fur on the touching hand is as beautiful surely as the curve of the cat's leap. No keener beauty than a dry branch of sagebrush, the harsh, poignant scent bringing the silent desert distances back to the heart. Let's see. This is called a cento of scientists. I think her parents were scientists. There is grandeur, the sun with all the circling planets it sustains. God is glorified in the greatness of his kingdom made manifest in this view of life. The sun with all the circling planets yet glorified not in one, but in countless suns. From so simple a beginning, endless forms, the sun with all the planets it sustains, yet can ripen a bunch of grapes. Not in a single earth, a single world, but in 1,000 endless forms, most beautiful and most wonderful. The sun can ripen a bunch of grapes as if it had nothing else in the universe to do. Not in a single world, but in 1,000, an infinity of worlds. Endless forms, most beautiful and most wonderful, have been and are being evolved, as if it had nothing else in the universe to do. All things are in the universe, and the universe is in all things. We in it in us. There is grandeur in this view of life.
Ah,
That's nice. Let's see. how it seems to me. In the vast abyss before time, self is not, and soul commingles with mist and rock and light. In time, soul brings the misty self to be, then slow time hardens self to stone, while ever lightening the soul, till soul can loose its hold of self, and both are free and can return to vastness, and dissolve in light, the long light after time.
Hmm.
When you look the way you're looking, you can see your friends in your glasses,
Ah,
a reflection.
that's funny. I guess I could. Maybe oh, there. I can do that. I didn't even realize I could include him.
I was
Okay,
thinking,
that's
I
better.
just thought it was in there. Thing.
I didn't think of that.
I like the title of that book. So far, so good.
Yeah.
Yep.
She wrote it very near the end of her life.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, these poems.
If you move your books that way, you'll see me in the picture. There you go.
Hi, Patrick.
Hello.
And me up in the corner. It's weird. Okay.
Feel like we're having a party.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't think of this earlier.
This is a much better plan than the other plan I had, which was to run around. Nice to relax and listen to poetry.
Good.
Well, let's read a few more of hers. Felled. Sterile gravel stepping stones where the great willow grew. Only to me in empty air, a tree I must walk through. Rift. Looking at you over on the other side of the rift that you decreed between us, I'm scared to see how hard, how fast the run of years sours such a channel. Miles across now, I can't tell how deep. Talking, laughing in the shade of the cedars, bright and broad at the white bend that was the kinder river, where grace was. Still the shadowy, sunny water from a spring the color of peacocks is flowing down through the forest, a long way from this desert canyon. Talking, laughing in the shade of the cedars. Bats. She has a numbered poem. This is number 1. When I used to see bats flying in the California twilight, their intricate zigzag voices went flickering with them, but they fell silent with the years, and without that tiny sonar static, to see them flicker in and out of being is a kind of blindness. Number 2. In the twilight in my dream, a little bat was flying. In awakening, I wondered if the bat that I remembered flying in the twilight of the dream of California was in California or the dream. This one's called July. It's apropos. Sun warms the lizard's back in the humble back of the mountain. A raven croaks from the top of a thermal. The valley oak above the barn, dying a huge branch at a time, stands in calm mortality.
We're out of time.
Not really.
It doesn't work that way. Good.
Content with the warm light that has fed its leaves, the dark waters that have fed its roots, its acorns that have fed the woodpeckers for 500 rainy seasons. I get 10 more minutes after that.
No, all right.
see. That one. Wakeful, islanded. Snow and silence in the streets, winter in the bone. In silent houses people sleep, each one alone. Self-set, self-islanded by thought and dream. The solitary soul forgets the deepest depth, the earth that joins us all. Well,
Hmm.
I think it's Mary time. Well, here's one about maples. Maples. The trees have become suddenly very happy in this. It is the rain. It is the quick white summer rain. The trees are in motion under it. They are swinging back and forth. They are tossing the heavy blossoms of their heads. They are twisting their shoulders. Even their feet chained to the ground feel good, thin and gleaming. Nobody can prove it, but any fool can feel it. They are full of electricity now, and their shine isn't just pennies. It pours out from the deepest den. Oh, pretty trees, patient, deep planted. May you have many such days, flinging your bodies in silver circles, shaking your heads over the swamps and the pastures, rimming the fields, and the long roads hurrying by.
I like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of a tree kicking his shoulder.
Yeah. Trees do seem to have shoulders. Well, here's one done in little bits and pieces. Sand dabs 3. 6 black ibis stepping through the black and mossy panels of the summer water. 6 times I sigh with delight. Keep looking. The way a muskrat in the snick of its teeth can carry long branches of leaves. Small hawks cleaning their beaks in the sun. If you think daylight is just daylight, then it's just daylight. Believe me, these are not just words talking. This is my life, thinking of the darkness to follow. Keep looking. The fox is barking in God's darkness as of a little dog, the flounce of his teeth. Every morning, all those pink and green doors into the sea.
Hmm.
Black snake this time lay under the oak trees in the early morning in a half knot, in a curl, and like anyone catching the runner at rest, I stared at that thick black length whose neck all summer was a river, whose body was the same river, whose whole life was a flowing, whose tail could lash, who footless could spin like a black tendril and hang upside down in the branches, gazing at everything out of seed-shaped red eyes as it swung to and fro. The tail making its quick sizzle, the head lifted like a black spout. Was it alive? Of course it was alive. This was the quick wrist of early summer, when everything was alive. Then I knelt down. I saw that the snake was gone, that the face like a black bud had pushed out from the broken petals of the old year and had emerged on the hundred hoops of its belly, the tongue sputtering its thread of smoke. The work of the pearl-colored lung, never pausing as it pushed from the chin, from the crown of its head, leaving only an empty skin for the mice to nibble and the breeze to blow, as over the oak leaves and across the creek and up the far hill it had gone, damp and shining in the starlight, like a rollicking finger of snow.
That's an unusual Mary poem.
Is it? No.
From what you usually read.
Hmm. Well, now we are out of time.
Well, it was a good read.
What was that?
It was a good read.
Yeah, I think so. So, I'm glad you guys came.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Nice to see you, Patrick.
Nice to see you too.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, he's here doing Brema with the folks here. Well, guys, have a lovely week,
You
and
too.
I'll see you all next week.
Yoke.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye,
Bye.
and